hasn't been recognized as such. Unfortunately,
yesterday,
I think that's the reason for joining up with Matchroom.
What you know?
From the southpaw stance. But you see, Kautondokwa is a mentality that he wants to
just
come and
watched
hurt
the
him.
Tevin Farmer fight against the tough Irishman.
Andrade, just so many wrinkles there. It'll be interesting to see how he handles
And
the sheer size and strength of Kautondokwa.
Yeah, he is big, but there's a left.
I wasn't recording the audio, so
one thing to be physical with the broad shoulders and punch power. But Andrade is a magician in
Joe Saunders popping for
very tricky to fight.
I don't know.
Brian Rose telling us this week all about the
Did he pop for something?
Caused,
you know what I mean? Something
no one
illegal.
expected Rose to get through
this
Andrade,
African
it was
fella
the way
is
he went
the
about it
replacement.
emphatically in New York, and Brian didn't know what had hit him.
Yeah, I mean, and he's a guy who's been known as a young
Tall
phenom
dude.
since his teenage years. I mean, I was almost on the verge of a world title shot, and they brought him into spar. He was 16, 17 years old, more than holding his own.
Never heard of him
Very
though.
skilled fighter, even as a teenager. I think everyone that saw him, even in his teenage child years, knew he would be on these levels one day.
Tries to work the body. Does Kautondokwa. Nothing to lose here. And remember, protecting an unblemished record, but that's a beautiful shot.
That's a shot when he was down.
Powerful.
Be careful, Andre hit him when he was down.
The count's at 8.
Man, we know this referee will allow fighters to hit their opponents when they're down. Remember Gennady Golovkin, David Lemieux?
Corner, and Andrade could be on the verge of a super quick world title win here.
It doesn't look that hurt though.
His left hands through.
Oh, good body shots.
Great variety.
Andrade is a skillful guy, man.
Composed and confident, and intent on making.
Underrated body puncher himself. Tevin Farmer showed his abilities of going to the body with positive results. Remember the Willie Monroe fight? Yeah, Willie Monroe.
Well, the legs were
Willie Nelson.
very shaky as he went back to the red corner. Let's have a look back.
Also similar from a size perspective, right? But
Left through the middle. There's one where he was on his way down.
And he's got to, on his way down, he was already way down. He's got to be careful. Because I think that shot hurt him worse than the knockdown. I think the knockdown was partial imbalance. See? I don't think that shot even lands clean.
he's not on his knees, nothing, man. He's just a tall dude. It's like when you're waking up, like
With this one.
you've been sleeping.
Terry Norris was disqualified with that.
Prop yourself up on one arm, like Andrade had to dig low for that shit, you know what I mean? Oh, he didn't like that he got hit with the right hand while dude was falling
He wasn't
down.
even hurt until he was hit when he was down.
It was a counter punch.
I mean, he's lucky he wasn't disqualified, I'll say that.
Anyway, against Willie Nelson, Andrade did a superb job going to the body. Straight right hand. Namibia. Okay.
Fight number 18.
The Namibian's coming on, I guess, huh?
But down early and then hit when he was down. Or virtually, but the referee Steve Willis just a minute in the count, and he's finding Andrade a nightmare here.
Andrade looked kinda rusty when he fought Jack Kulkai.
Big rangy southpaw,
A guy who also fought in the amateurs, I
good
believe.
legs and speed.
I don't think he necessarily underestimated him. Then again, you never know. Oh,
Lovely
nice
left
shot.
hand again.
And then the athleticism, it's the creativity, the
But
angles.
Kulkai is also
the
not
athleticism
a
as well. He
pushover,
could
you know?
punch on a stop and punch on a dime right off his
I
movement.
believe actually he might have beaten the guy that Danny Jacobs fought last.
Earlier in Kevin Farmer, the IBF Super Featherweight champion.
Is it Sulecki or something? I don't know. I'm not sure what the name was of the guy.
Former world champion at 11 stone, looking to
Daniel Jacobs' last opponent. Jack Kulkai, I think, gave him a good run for his money, man. After fighting Andrade.
at the moment making Walter Kautondokwa seem fairly basic, fairly ordinary. Let's go, Boo Boo.
Boo Boo has been his nickname since he's a child, and it's stuck with him all throughout his adult life as well. And it's written on the back of his shorts, Boo Boo. Boo Boo Andrade.
But he hurls himself in with the left hook. One back from Kautondokwa.
Like, that was trying to present himself, but he's not getting any punches off because he just can't find his range. Boo Boo's changing range. Then Kautondokwa will find the range, and Boo Boo will give like a little bit of head movement, change the target a little bit. Nice overhand left.
Is Andrade kind of looking for one shot at a time?
See, when he's moving his hands, he can be dangerous. He's just not able to find the range, or he's not confident enough to throw.
Yeah, couple of right
Look, I don't
hands.
like that jumping in stuff, man. I guess because he's fighting a taller guy.
Kautondokwa.
I don't know.
But he won't have experienced anyone like Andrade.
The way he got the knockdown, I feel like was working the body first, wasn't it?
Andrade, of course, preparing for a slick southpaw in Billy Joe Saunders, now with an orthodox puncher in Kautondokwa. How that shouldn't affect him because of his amateur
Oh,
experience.
hey,
There's
listen.
a left hand there.
It does affect you in a way.
Getting
but,
touched a little bit here.
Andrade also has a very
Left hook, right hand.
style where he can make quick adjustments. So, you know, I can't say it shouldn't affect him because it does affect fighters, but that just goes to show you the levels of talent that Andrade has.
The Namibian is applying a lot of pressure, though, you know. And it was kind of hard to see Andrade like overly moving instead of dropping his opponent.
Kautondokwa even more. Big right hand from Andrade.
Throwing it over the top there as he came out right-handed this round. And that's again one of the many wrinkles of Andrade. He can fight out of both stances. Now he's fighting in the right-handed stance in this round.
Okay. No. Easy.
Last fight against Ontos Fox beat Jack Kulkai for the world title, the WBO version. Vanis Martirosyan was the WBO super welterweight title. That was back in 2013. He's had issues, hasn't he, outside the ring, promotional and one or two injuries. But he needs a run now, doesn't he, Andrade?
Yeah, and I mean, it's been really unfortunate. This has been one of the most talented fighters of this generation, and most of the world doesn't know him, and I think it's a real shame. But this goes to show you the degenerateness of this business. You can be stuck in situations that you can't get out of because of contracts.
Big signing for Matchroom USA and Eddie Hearn.
Step back. Okay. Hey, whoa. Break, step back quick, all right? Let's go.
What can Kautondokwa do now? Got to try and close the distance if he can, but he just can't close it.
And you know, you're supposed to close the distance punching or creatively.
The Mike McCallum of this generation.
The problem with Kautondokwa is he can't really
Mike
find his
McCallum
range.
also had to go
He
overseas
does
to
find
win,
his
I
range.
believe, his first title.
Really hard to get
If I'm not mistaken, Italy.
Andrade has been floored before.
Yo, hey, Andrade is feeling the
He's a big
pressure here.
middleweight, the Namibian.
Hands are free. Watch hands.
But he needs some success, and you feel fairly early.
Andrade is a guy moving up also.
Andrade.
Yeah, and he's also going to be broken down if he doesn't have success early, you know? You know, he comes in with a big punching record, so you assume he's a big puncher, but you know, if he gets...
Oh, goodness.
I was going to say, if he gets beaten on, he's going to lose energy.
Andrade already celebrating. He believes it's all over. Kautondokwa's up. Will the referee allow him to continue? Just about. Premature celebrations from Boo Boo, but what a punch. And now he's going to go for it. And Kautondokwa's got to fight back or hold or...
Yeah, well, that would be smart if he holds. You don't want to be fighting a smooth operator like Andrade while you're hurt.
Maybe he just chucked something at him. 10 seconds left in the round. Andrade with a fantastic punch. Kautondokwa down for the second time in the fight. And here comes Andrade with the uppercut. Wow.
Credit to Kautondokwa for getting out of that. That was a big shot. And this time it was legal.
Very legal. Very
First
good.
time it was legal,
Brilliantly
the knockdown.
executed by a man who has enormous talent. And we're seeing it again.
Here we are, changes the angle.
Blind.
Spun around to change the angle and then met Kautondokwa as Kautondokwa was telling you. If you probably go to that replay just a little sooner, you'll see that he came around. Let's see here. See, he comes around, slips the shot, comes around. Now Kautondokwa has to meet him, so he has to turn around. But as he's turning around, Andrade, who's already got to the spot, beats him with a punch.
Calls himself the executioner, Kautondokwa, and he was on the receiving end of a brilliantly executed left hand. Did
Is
well
it
to
real?
get
Could he
through
have
the
even more
Yeah, credit them
committed
for
to
getting
that
through it.
shot?
That was a hard knockdown.
Kautondokwa straight into the middle of the ring for the fourth. Can he survive in there with this revved up Demetrius Andrade?
Andrade's coming out, throwing some big shots. Let's see.
When he wants to get into the mix, doesn't he, with the likes of Danny Jacobs and Canelo and Golovkin. He believes this is
Is
time.
it me or a lot of like African fighters have trouble with their balance, man? I don't want to be like, I mean, it's ridiculous actually to say something like
Oh,
that.
nice counter.
But look at that, man. Even like Julius Ndongo, this guy, you
I
know.
want to let go of a shot, but he didn't let it go as it would have been a rabbit punch. But Kautondokwa was also committing a foul and grabbing onto
I don't know.
Andrade's arm like that, yeah, his opposite arm.
Holding on for dear life, it looked like. But he's been brave. Oh,
what a
beautiful
counter.
shot. Just as he was going to get hit, down goes Kautondokwa.
They hit each other though, right?
Sweet counter.
It's
Let me tell you how
craziness,
sweet
man.
that was. If we get a replay, I'm going to tell you how sweet that was. He threw that counter left hand in between Kautondokwa's 1-2. That takes guts
Precision.
to hold your ground, knowing the shot is coming behind the jab.
Now a body
Yo,
shot
it's
from
crazy
Andrade.
though how this
Really
guy is
getting
getting up from these
here.
shots, man.
It's a matter of time. And I think the Namibian corner know that. He's out of his depth, isn't he?
He is, but he's out of his depth because this guy, Andrade, is just so talented. Because Kautondokwa, I think, would actually be dangerous to a lot of middleweights.
Got about that Gubineva Obadai side. Back home.
Look at that. I mean,
Can punch.
Oh!
hey, you can't tell me it's not like his feet that are the problem. You know what I mean?
How much more will the ref
It doesn't look educated. Like the way he approaches that stuff, you know? The way, like, I don't know, man. Shuffling in.
What a fight we could have seen with Billy Joe Saunders, eh? But this Demetrius Andrade.
It's always easy to criticize from the couch, but
Again at middleweight.
listen, he's open. Look at him, reaching.
Now, I think 36 seconds left in the round. One more knockdown.
The guy doesn't have
I think
defense.
in this round, Steve Willis will say, you know what, I've seen enough. If he gets
Yeah.
himself back and his bearings together and gets knocked down in a couple of rounds, maybe Willis will let it continue.
And
Depends, we'll see.
How much more will his own corner want to see? It has been painfully one-sided. Another combination.
man.
Andrade, a shot.
The problem is his feet are so all over the place. You can't really tell when he's hurt.
And he's really having a close look at the Namibian. The referee, an uppercut there. Oh, I think he was very, very...
His size is saving him here, man.
You should really take a look at him.
Check him out. Check him out. Are you okay? Want to continue? Yeah, good.
Let's see if we get a look at that knockdown.
Would you send him back out if you're in the corner?
His heart is not the problem.
Well, I would tell him I'm going to give you another round, but you have to show me you're live. Let's see this.
Yeah, he's getting
They're
hit too
not showing
clean.
this replay. They're just showing the left hand that already.
Doesn't see the punches.
The referee's in the corner. He's speaking to the doctors. There's a lot of people around there.
It's like, because he's falling in, he's kind of...
Look at that. I think Andre might have took the second shot. He might have took the hook. I might have been a double knockdown because Andre's gloves touched the ground. I'm not sure. I would have
Yeah, that looked like a double knockdown, man.
Kautondokwa came with a right hand, left hook.
When he hits, dudes,
Demetrius slipped
this
over
guy,
the right hand and came back with a counter straight.
they feel it, you know what I mean?
But at the same time,
His balance is
Kautondokwa
off,
was
though.
throwing a right hand. He was
He
throwing
falls
a hook as
in.
well. I think the hook also landed.
very hittable.
It might have been a double knockdown.
Down numerous times. Doctor in there, just checking he's okay. Will they give him another round? They are.
I would give him another round, but not just to survive it. He has to actually show he's in the fight. Otherwise, I would stop it if I'm in the corner.
Besides the knockdowns, I don't think this is like ridiculously
basically what I'm saying. If I'm in this
one-sided, you know what I
I would
mean?
let him continue, but he has to show
I
me
think
he
just
can win a
on
round.
his size alone,
Sure, Demetrius Andrade was as
he should deserve a shot to like go on, but
fell apart.
skill for skill is definitely a disadvantage.
Kautondokwa. And despite Billy Joe's problems and
I don't think like Andrade is the biggest puncher. I think
to see that fight at some point.
this dude is
Absolutely.
especially
Saunders is one
hittable.
of the best fighters in the world himself.
Straight lines, you know what I mean? There for the counter.
Can Kautondokwa get through another round? Is there any way he can survive a bit longer here.
See? I mean,
The trouble is, when he goes for it, he's just leaving himself open.
Yes, I give him credit. He's got character. He keeps trying. And
he parries the jab of
gun-shy about
Andrade also.
He's
not getting hit with the
these
jab.
big shots, even though he pays a dear price for throwing them. That's total belief in his power, I guess.
Yeah, belief in his power, but debilitating, isn't it?
Look at his feet.
mentally?
It doesn't seem like
He doesn't seem to have
fluent.
a great chin. Andre's not known as a super huge puncher. Listen, I mean, you're taking clean shots, it's gonna hurt, but every time Andre lands a big, a clean shot, he goes down.
And he does a little shuffle.
So he's making Andre look like he punches like Golovkin.
Nice left hand. It's the timing, though, from Andrade.
Absolutely. That's the most debilitating thing about Andre.
Talent.
Punch selection of the shot.
Body shots, head, coming from different angles.
The fact that he's fast doesn't help you either.
No. Trying hard, Kautondokwa. Plodding
Don't want to
forward.
get hit with that right hand though.
And to be fair, head has cleared, legs looked more stable. But for how long? Just told to keep them up there, hunting the body, waiting for another mistake.
For a tall dude, he doesn't have a jab also.
Tries his own left hook.
It's a right hand.
Now we're still stalking. I thought he got Demetrius Andrade looking like almost like he's taking a round off. He's not as active this round. He's almost saying, you know what, okay, you survived another assault, let me reset.
Listen, Andre doesn't like the height of this guy and size, you know. Oh, that's beautiful stuff, man.
Beautiful variety right at the end of that round, of which he was in cruise control.
As much as he has hit the guy to the head, I think it's probably the body that's gonna get to him.
Why does this guy look like he's getting...
I don't know, anything more than he's already done, you know what I mean?
Paulie, what's it like when you suddenly find, even though you're unbeaten, you're in a new class? Obviously, you had it with Miguel Cotto at the Garden. What do you feel? What do you feel between rounds?
You kind of know going in that it's going to be a different level of fight, you know, and you have to self-believe that you can do something. And the difference with me and Cotto is that I don't think Andrade can win a round in this fight, so he's in a totally different level, and like in another planet, another stratosphere from Andrade. At least in the Cotto fight, I got myself in there and I was winning rounds, so there was something to take confidence out of in some spots. I don't know what Kautondokwa can take confidence out of aside from the fact that he's getting out of these rounds
Nothing's
alive.
working at all. Well, he's made it through another round into the sixth.
Yeah, I remember watching that Malignaggi Cotto fight, and George Foreman was the biggest cheerleader for Malignaggi in that fight. Not necessarily cheerleader, but he was a very much a sympathizer, you know, for the effort put in by Malignaggi.
You
know what I mean? It was an effort.
Joe Saunders, Jamel Charlo, Danny Jacobs in action next week.
Step back. I got it.
Can Andrade become the best?
I think he's got the talent too. I think people have always looked at him, the people that knew him looked at him as a guy who could be the best on the pound for pound list when he turned pro and all that good stuff. But it just hasn't happened for him, not for any fault of his though. I really don't blame him at all, aside from some of the business decision making obviously, but I think that you sign with a team, it's their responsibility to get you there. I think that's the reason he finally was able, and now he got free, he's able to sign with Metro.
Well, straight away there was the fight with Billy Joe Saunders, so that shows the intention. How would he have fared with Billy Joe tonight?
I would have loved to see that fight. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I think they're two of the best operators, not just in the middleweight division, but in boxing in general. And it was a fight I was really excited to see. And hopefully we get to see it in the future.
Who'd have won?
Who would have won? You're putting me on the spot right now. I don't know. You know, Andrade and Saunders are both really, really tough to beat when they're on their game. I mean, I look at Andrade tonight and I say, wow, this guy's unbeatable. But then I think of someone that's in the Lemieux fight and I say, wow, this guy's unbeatable. So, you know, it would have been a
Adam Smith is the type of guy
to watch because they're both.
to ask Malignaggi who would have won between Saunders and Andrade. But if asked the question, I don't think he would himself answer it. So yes, he was putting Paulie on the spot here.
Shows the physical strength is zapping away the energy levels. But he's sticking in there. Nice right hand from Andrade. Takes a risk again, the Namibian.
That's the thing, man. If he doesn't take risks, he's more than capable of going the distance, obviously. You know what I mean? From the duration of the video, it is expected to go the distance.
Seeking out
but still,
to prize open.
the fuck?
That could have been dangerous because if a shot lands, the referee might call it a knockdown because they tripped over the legs. That happened to me in the judo fight actually. Same kind of a similar way.
Legs get tangled.
Legs get tangled, but a punch does land.
Like, as good as Andrade is looking, I don't know if it's rust necessarily. He has a little bit of a nervous look to him.
He's come back into this, give him credit.
Not necessarily comfortable with like the size of dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's shown the character to hold himself
Resilience.
in this kind of fight at this kind of level. Okay.
Don't want to get tired against a dude that doesn't fall. Zombie.
See there, the foot stepped on. Foot of Andrade stepped on, and there he
Nice
went.
veteran move though.
What happened there?
You okay?
Yeah, man. From a boxing perspective, I think Andrade was definitely the favorite when they were talking about him and the smaller Charlo fighting.
From Providence.
And even against the bigger one, I think at the time, after Varnes, after that Varnes fight, I believe, was it after that Willie Nelson fight that they were talking about that fight? I don't know, man. Maybe that Willie Nelson fight was one of many kind of sporadic quasi-comeback fights, you know.
Has picked himself up off the canvas numerous times tonight. And here comes Andrade again with another result from the orthodox stance.
Andrade going for it now.
As far as like conventional, look at him, he's also a switch hitter, man.
And you can see he's putting some more weight on the shots again. He's gonna try to finish this fight or go for it.
Yep. Looking to take out.
Yeah, more conventional. The Charlos are probably more conventional.
He hasn't shown that.
But this
He's
guy,
always trying
man,
to sort of inch his way forward.
Yeah,
throw his own hooks.
Credit to Kautondokwa.
A little bit more off the cuff.
Even if he's outmatched or outclassed.
Oh!
No. Come on now. Let's go. Okay?
Andrade back to the southwest stance now.
Body shot from.
I don't even think of him as a switch hitter, actually. Like, I don't remember seeing him switch, you know.
Flicking out Andrade. In the pros since 2009. Really good amateur. You can see that. And again, the crowd get behind him. It's late here in Boston, and they've stayed for him, of course.
Yes, they have.
Big left hand from Andrade. And again, just shows how healthy boxing is at the moment, doesn't it, Paulie? With the stacked fights we've had tonight and the stories developing.
Absolutely. Plenty of great matchups to still be made, but a great card tonight.
Kid Galahad.
Yeah, as much as this Namibian fellow is in front of him, you know what I mean? Andrade doesn't seem too keen on overstaying his welcome.
She was as good as ever. And now Demetrius Andrade putting on another classy performance to close the show. There's been bravery, hasn't there, from the opponents that haven't got anything out of tonight, but the skills have been.
The thing with going to the body is taking chances here and there, you know.
Tries the body shot again. Andrade opens up. Good shot from Kautondokwa. Maybe he still believes.
He
Can't
does, and I
start
give him credit for that.
slapping now,
It hasn't been very
you know.
positive from him. But he's got himself at least his bearings, and he hasn't got himself in the fight, but at least his bearings are.
Combination puncher.
Don't make him great.
Ali was a little leery, I think, doing combinations. Now he's dropping his hands, fainting, all that. You heard me, fainting.
Alright, now stop training till we have our right hooks in there. Alright?
Well, many believe that Rhode Island's Demetrius Andrade is one of the finest technicians in the world today. Still means something of a secret to the casual audience. Hopefully that'll change over the next 12 to 18 months.
He just threw a right hook to slap away the guard of
Tonight, and then go.
Kautondokwa. Kautondokwa.
Absolutely. We have Canelo now on this side of the political spectrum.
Yeah, some really.
Oh, look at him. He felt that shit.
For Demetrius Andrade, good right hand. 30 years old now.
Chickity check. Right hook.
To strike. Can he get rid of Kautondokwa? So close a few rounds ago. Is it time to end the fight, do you think, for these fans?
You know, you sort of start to get into a lull here in this kind of a fight, but it's difficult to totally criticize Andrade for not getting the stoppage because he's
look how slow the guy is, man.
He's known as a big puncher, so he's going for the knockout, but if he risks any more than he is, you know, he may walk into a big shot himself and get himself hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I love it when he
It's
spears
him
that
respecting
through
the
middle.
size of this guy, man.
And he sets it up by using the right hook as a decoy when he does that.
Yeah. Still chasing him around the ring. Kautondokwa.
Oof. Loading up on that right hook. Lead right hooks.
Steady moxie from Andrade.
And a good variation.
Oh, swung himself
Oh my
around
God.
there.
That was a big swing and a miss.
Just, I suppose, the slight danger that he gets frustrated and it's all too easy in there. Kautondokwa really trying to swing and land something clean. He needs. Well, it is a
Slipping and sliding.
But you never know. A big punch could change things.
Yep. Still got 4 more rounds to go after this. So
Ripping and riding.
there's time for Kautondokwa to try to pull something off.
Hey, yay. Angles. Hey.
Flicking out that jab. Kautondokwa missing.
Ooh.
End of another one.
This guy's a tough guy, man.
Resistance from Walter Kautondokwa, who could have folded.
That we can
This is
say.
his opportunity. Might not win it, but he's got to give it everything.
Yeah, and you know, putting up a good showing even in a losing effort, you know, a guy like this can possibly get himself another opportunity in the U.S. or another big opportunity in general. Maybe he'll get called over to England to fight Saunders. Who knows?
Well, he's made a name back in Africa, no question about that. Kautondokwa, and taking this at a fortnight's notice, no mean thing as well.
Yeah. That you also gotta consider,
Julius
definitely.
Ndongo came over.
Definitely. But I have a feeling it would look rather similar
where that.
even
where
with
that
a
went to
full
Russia,
training camp. I don't know, man, but
Hands are free. Look out, look out.
So sometimes you don't know what to expect when they come over. But he's been more physically fit. Although lacking in some nuances of the sport.
that's just brain damage, man. You know what I mean? Going the distance
he knows what he is, though. He's got the
at times can be a curse.
Not to fall over, get off balance, and get wild.
And we know he's got a big heart.
They look like they're like two weight divisions apart or something. Oh, look at the balance, man. I feel bad, actually. You know?
Left hand from Andre, partially blocked this time.
Must be beyond annoying. Having to fight Andrade, you know what I mean? If you just...
No.
I don't know, man.
The fight is sort of falling into one.
Oh, he's just taking those body shots. He's not defending shit.
There's a criticism of Boo Boo. It is that he can switch off.
I'm getting too negative here, I know, but
fairly comfortable and
I don't know.
captures through fights, but
the sad thing for Andrade is that he will not get a lot of credit for this win, and he will win a world championship
and with the knockdowns, it just
against the late replacement,
It would be a
who I guess on paper presents a challenge, but
he's dominating this.
yeah, maybe even for Andrade. Like Andrade would probably tell you something else after the fight. He'd probably tell you this guy's really tough and a hard fight for him.
Spectacular fashion after having
Probably that has probably more to do with him being a little rusty, lack of activity, all that stuff, man. Although that's the same fucking thing.
That he slipped that shot going back just by ever so much.
And this dude being just big, a big dude as he is, you know what I mean? That and toughness counts for something. Andrade, the dude that has to administer the beating, you know what I mean? Without necessarily having the most glaring results. Can be, I don't know, satisfying. Maybe it is, I don't know. How would I know? Am I now just talking for the sake of talking?
The champions at the moment. Danny Jacobs in action next week in New York.
These type of fights, huh? One-sided.
Who do you think Andre would beat, and who do you
I only make
think
videos for these type of fights.
I think Andre could be anybody in the middleweight division. I really think he could. Having said that, I wouldn't necessarily say the other guys would lose to him either. But I think the
Blockbuster.
shows
Andrade versus
on a given night, he could be
Kautondokwa, something like that, bro.
including
Can't expect me to get all my fellow African brothers' name right. You know what I mean?
After the knockdowns received to Walter Kautondokwa earlier on in the fight, he was up and down like a yo-yo, but he stayed on his feet.
Look at him slapping at the
He stayed full of
lead
belief
hand.
and trying round after round, but you just can't give him anything, can you?
Nah, really can't.
The coolest thing is still like Vladimir Klitschko's left hand. He just like throw it like this,
Gritty effort, but again he walks into a left hand.
then put that right hand behind it,
Body shot.
or even pull your guard down and put that right hand behind it.
There's been occasions where it looks like he's going to open up.
Oh, that was a good jab, and I bet Andrade felt that shit,
He
man.
just drifts back into
Pretty sure this guy must be heavy-handed or something, you know what I mean? He has definitely gotten the respect of Andrade in this fight early. There's a reason dude isn't attacking like, I don't know, like he has like prey in front of him.
So he kind of goes back into the shell and starts to
Still respecting dude.
Andre sometimes
So
he's too smart.
who
for
am
his own
I
play.
to not
Because, he's
respect
not gonna
dude,
put
you know what I
himself
mean?
in Too much danger looking for the KO either.
I don't know.
But maybe you should,
Be
it's,
too negative on the guy.
he's
Short
on mine
notice.
on points.
It is, but when you find a guy 17
Never
rounds,
has
15
fought
knockouts,
someone like
you find yourself a
Andrade.
mile and a half on points and then count it out to 10 as well.
Really, Billy Joe Saunders had never faced someone like Andrade. Like most dudes that gonna step in the ring with Andrade I've never fought someone like
And if a
Andrade.
guy can keep his form and his body language, that means to me he's still, he's still in position to be able to punch. Usually when a guy starts looking debilitated, fatigue, his form is going to start to fall apart. Kautondokwa hasn't looked great in the fight, but his form is maintained. He's maintained the same form throughout in his stance and the look he's given.
His conditioning's been excellent, hasn't it?
Like he started whack, he's still whack, kinda. I mean, listen. Oh yeah.
Good shot, really good timing shot by Andrade. As he caught Kautondokwa coming in.
The thing is, man,
Dribbling up with the jab.
dude doesn't really throw jabs, doesn't really work the body, you know what I mean? Looks only for the right hand, like occasional left hook. That's the punch, man, right hand. It's not even a real jab. It was like a throwaway jab and the right hand right behind it. Like, it comes in a straight line, you know what I mean? And it looks damaging, honestly. Like when
Any real
it's
major
near
one.
landing.
And as soon as Andrade wants to, he fires back and does.
That's the thing, right? If you have power, you don't maybe have the timing. Dude's, I don't know, man. It's not really a thing. It's just something that's playing out right here. Hey, I get myself caught up, man. Trying to like make a great point and then like midway through realizing I'm going nowhere with this.
British judge, of course, and
Hey guys, subscribe.
marks
Hey, subscribe to my channel, man.
every round. Well, it's been some 10-8s as well.
Get the greatest boxing insight on this channel, guys. You know what I mean? The couch insight.
Very, very similar pattern.
Come here. Come here. You understand?
But will he get criticism for not finishing his foe off, Andrade? I think he might.
We're only losing the fight on points. We need the knockout to win the fight. Understand? So if we want to win, let's just keep turning. You find your angle to go.
They're eyeing, bro.
Try to keep it straight left in there.
He's in front.
Take the jab, shoot that straight left.
Doing his thing.
It's going to be here. He's not expecting it.
Ramon Cardown and Glenn Fellman, the other two judges, alongside Marcus. Should it indeed go the full championship 12 rounds, the vacant WBO middleweight title on the line, Walter Kautondokwa needs a knockout, no doubt, no question. He's tried, but he's won nothing. Yeah, Demetrius Andrade has been far, far too good for him.
Watch the feet.
But he hasn't got the finish that many thought he would have. And it could be another 12-round points victory. What will Eddie Hearn be thinking as the promoter, the new promoter, obviously impressed with what he's seeing and the skill and talent and class that Andre's showing, but would he have wanted that grandstand finish?
I think so. I think
Yeah, I talked about African fighters not having the best balance.
Wants the most marketable result he can get. You know,
Don't take that too serious, but you know what, African fighters, like let's stereotype, like they do have good chins
You
usually.
can get the big grandstand
Even in
finish,
Dongo, like,
it makes him all the more marketable.
got knocked out
especially
by
a
body
guy
shot,
who
but
needs to
Tim's
market
crowd, alright.
as much as possible,
Progress,
because he's learned to market in his career thus far.
Or down a level at
Touch the chin a little
European
bit,
last
but
week in
you never
Newcastle.
know, you know what I mean?
That was sort of the story of Lewis Rickson. He went for broke in those first 3-4
what
rounds.
went on there,
He was gonna
you know, that
win the fight.
looked strange to me.
But Patera came back at him and deservedly got the decision with his superior boxing skills and his adaptability. That was a big blow. He'll come again, Rickson, but 9,000 in Newcastle and sun atmosphere as well.
Kautondokwa was kind of staying closed off now. You see Andre's trying. You see, look at the rhythm he's giving him. He's looking at this he's fighting at. It's close range, so it's a dangerous range. And he's looking for Kautondokwa to give him something. Giving that upper body movement.
Battle of the jabs at the end of the 11th round. Victories tonight, of course, for Scott Quigg. Emphatically for Tommy Kehoe. And he'll come again, and as you said, promoters will be happy. He took the fight at short notice. He put up as a game as effort as he could, but Demetrius Andrade's been at a totally different level.
And if he goes a distance, you know what? Maybe he'll, like I said, I was saying earlier, maybe he will earn himself another shot against a world-class middleweight or even a decent middleweight in England or the U.S.
Not overcommitting though, Andrade. Not even this late. Happy to see it through now. Left hands.
Got it, I got it. Step back. Step back. Yeah. Let it go. Let it go. Back it up. Back it all the way. Come, Jeff.
Combination again from Andrade.
Yeah, man, Tevin's farmer looked good. Standing his ground against his opponent. Probably saw something in him, you know what I mean? Vulnerability. But that guy was tough.
Stood game and stood stubborn. Andrade putting some combinations on him again, but he's got 1 more minute to survive this.
To survive.
A moral victory in itself from where he was in the first few rounds. Drifted a bit, Andrade. I guess that will be the criticism that he...
And that's really the thing, if you don't take chances, you're gonna go the distance, man.
What matters is the W, is the win. He's won every round. He's looked fantastic in bursts. We'd like to see him in the marquee fights in 2019. It's great.
Pretty good performance by Andrade.
Demetrius Andrade, because some people have forgotten about him. And he's certainly got the talent to appear.
I don't know, did he slow down a little?
Going forward.
In the end there, I don't know.
World champion in about 15
Has to beat on a big old dude, you know?
Good left hand. Walter Kautondokwa sees it through. Few would have predicted.
Oh yeah.
Andrade. Bit too late now. There's the bell. Slightly wobbly, the Namibian, that makes it through.
Man.
Credit to Kautondokwa for managing to last a distance.
David Farmer won every round, Katie Taylor won every round, and Demetrius Andrade has done exactly the same. Good match, but
so he's a world champion now. Was he a world champion before 154? I felt like he didn't hold the title or something.
Very good technicians and operators going
not
forward
sure
for this
right now.
show.
Maybe I felt like that Varnes fight was a championship fight, but it might have not been. Who knows? Yeah, man. Good stuff. Good for Andrade. And good on the other dude for surviving, I guess, man. Maybe that in the end it's actually worse. Who knows, man? I don't know.
He must be exhausted. He must be. Walter Kautondokwa and
Kautondokwa.
his team going to congratulate Demetrius Andrade.
From round 1, the dominance of Andrade. That was the one where it looked like a bit off balance, but this was the harder shot. He's lucky he didn't get disqualified there. Then from there, the dominance continued after this particular round. There it is again, bit off balance.
Oh, come on now.
Big shot while he's down.
Yeah.
This is a nice move right here by Andrade. This is a nice knockdown because it was a nice move. Spun Kautondokwa around, made the defensive move, and Kautondokwa had to catch up by shifting his feet around. And by the time Kautondokwa shifted his feet, Andrade was already in position to throw a big shot. So I think it was a double knockdown. See? To me, that's double knockdown. Demetrius touched his glove on the ground himself. That was a double knockdown and Steve Willis missed.
It was one of those that...
Steve Willis could have had a
because he's leaning back and all that stuff, you know what I mean?
Kautondokwa was down around 1, he got hit. And then here it was a double knockdown. So
oh, no,
he only counted Kautondokwa because Kautondokwa took the worst of the 2 shots.
Crossed feet.
That was
a trip.
That dropped Kautondokwa later on. There were several knockdowns by Andrade. But credit to Kautondokwa for remaining in this fight.
Orthodox equation.
The shiftiness of Andrade was really opening up a lot of the openings. He opened them up not just with his legs, with his hip movement, with his upper body movement, and of course the counter punching ability as well.
A kiss for his dad, Paul. As Michael Buffer stands ready to anoint a new world champion in the 11 stone 6 middleweight division. How wide will this be on the cards? The scores are going to be emphatic.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds, we go to the scorecards. Glenn Feldman scores at 120 to 104. Ramon Serban, 119 to 105. Marcus McDonald, 120 to 104. All three scores to the winner by unanimous decision. From Providence, Rhode Island, now a three-time world champion and the new undefeated WBO middleweight champion of the world, Demetrius.
Actually was expected.
A two-weight world champion, Demetrius Andrade, returns to the boxing scene, into the elite, and the scores, Paulie, by...
Don't let me get in tip-top shape.
Top of the bill.